Have you ever wondered what would happen if the skill you ignored today became the very thing that saved your life tomorrow? In the heart of London, a young man named Kaelen Veynar lived a life of silence. Not because he couldn't speak, but because he hadn't yet discovered his own worth. He spent his days stacking boxes in a vast warehouse, feeling invisible to the world. But every night, as the city's lights shimmered outside his window, Kaelen felt a strange pull. It wasn't the city that called to him, but the glow from the screen of his old, cracked laptop. One stormy evening, the power flickered and thunder rattled his window panes. In the chaotic flashes of lightning, Kaelen stumbled upon an online coding challenge. He hesitated, whispering to himself, "I'm not made for this. I'm just a warehouse worker." But a spark of curiosity, stronger than his self-doubt, compelled him to type his first line of code. The screen responded. A new world flickered to life, and something deep inside him awakened. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Kaelen kept his newfound obsession a secret, learning in the quiet solitude of the night. He would type until his fingers ached, often failing, feeling the sting of frustration. But each failure wasn't a dead end. It was a lesson, stitching courage and resilience into his soul. Slowly but surely, he began to build small programs, solving digital puzzles that once seemed impossible. He was no longer just stacking boxes. He was building worlds. Then came the twist he never saw coming. One evening, as he walked home through a dimly lit abandoned street, a group of strangers emerged from the shadows and blocked his path. Their eyes were sharp, their voices cold and direct. "We know who you are, Kaelen," one of them said. He braced himself for the worst, but they weren't thieves. They were recruiters from a secret innovation hub, a clandestine group that hunted for brilliant minds capable of building digital fortresses. His online coding activity, his digital footprints, had led them straight to him. Kaelen found himself in a dimly lit underground lab. The low hum of powerful machines, the flashing screens filled with encrypted code, and the hushed whispers of people in the background made it feel like a trap. But he soon realized this wasn't a punishment. It was a test, the ultimate interview. The group's leader placed a sleek laptop in front of him. "Crack this security protocol in 1 hour," he commanded. "Or walk away and forget this ever happened." Kaelen's hands trembled as he looked at the screen. The clock on the wall started ticking, each second echoing like a drumbeat. He took a deep breath, remembering every late night of struggle, every frustrating error message, every small victory. His fingers, once calloused from lifting boxes, began to move across the keyboard with a life of their own. Sweat dripped from his brow, but his spirit, forged in failure and perseverance, did not break. With one final, decisive keystroke, the code unlocked. The system was breached. The room, once filled with tense whispers, fell into an awestruck silence. Then it erupted in applause. He had passed. Kaelen, the boy who once felt invisible, was offered a place in a global project to protect entire financial systems from collapse. The young man who once stacked boxes was now tasked with guarding the digital foundations of nations. This story reminds us that digital skills are not just about finding a better job or earning more money. They are survival tools, keys to futures we cannot yet see. What you learn in silence today, what you practice in the shadows, may be the very reason the world remembers your name tomorrow. Every click, every line of code, every skill gained in this digital era is a seed, and those who are patient enough to plant them will one day harvest greatness. For more deep motivational stories, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Your one click can spread light into someone's dark night. Thank you for watching.